Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. I am Anjana from LearnoHub, the free learning platform where you can study Math, Science and SST absolutely free at learnohub.com. In today's class, we are going to discuss ICSE Class 10 Maths Chapter 13, Section and Midpoint Formula. In the previous class, we have already discussed section formula and solved many questions from exercise 13a. Today, we will be discussing midpoint formula and centroid of a triangle with examples and solve many questions from exercise 13b and exercise 13c. Okay, are you ready? Let's start. We have studied section formula. Now let's see what midpoint formula is. Midpoint formula is used to find the coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment joining the two given fixed points. We know section formula. Using section formula, the coordinates of point P, x and y. X is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. And y coordinate, y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Consider the two fixed points A and B. As usual, the coordinates of A are x1, y1 and the coordinates of B are x2, y2. Now, I am joining these 2 points with a straight line and taking a point P with coordinates x, y such that this point P is the midpoint of line joining AB, which means the length AP will be equal to BP. That is what midpoint is. A midpoint divides a line in equal ratio. When we studied section formula, we had taken the length AP as M1 and the length BP as M2. Here what do we understand? AP and BP are equal, which means M1 will be equal to M2. Or the ratio M1 by M2 will be equal to 1. Yes, if M1 and M2 are equal, then the ratio M1 by M2 will be equal to 1. Or you can write it as 1 is to 1. M1 is to M2 will be equal to 1 is to 1. Now here what we are going to do is, in the section formula, in place of M1 and M2, we are going to substitute the value of M1 and M2, that is 1 and 1. And get the coordinates x, y. This will be the coordinates of point P, which is the midpoint of line joining fixed points A and B. Let us see. Here x will be equal to M1 x2. M1 is equal to 1. 1 into x2 plus m2 x1. m2 is also equal to 1. 1 into x1 divided by m1 plus m2. m1 is 1 and m2 is also equal to 1. 1 plus 1. That is equal to 1 into x2 is x2 plus 1 into x1 is x1 divided by 1 plus 1, 2. What about y? Y will be equal to m1 y2, 1 into y2 plus m2 y1, 1 into y1 divided by m1 plus m2, 1 plus 1, which is equal to y2 plus y1 divided by 2. So we got the coordinates of point P, x, y. P, x, y is equal to P coordinates of x. X coordinate we have value x1 plus x2 divided by 2. And the y coordinate y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So here using section formula we have determined the midpoint formula. To find coordinate x, x1 plus x2 by 2. Here x1 is the x coordinate of first point and x2 is the x coordinate of second point. To find the coordinate y of the midpoint, y1 plus y2 by 2. y1 is the coordinate of first point and y2 is the coordinate of second point. Using this formula, we can solve some questions. Here we have the first example. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment joining the points P 4 minus 6 and Q minus 2 4. We have a point P with coordinates 4 minus 6 and a point Q of coordinates minus 2 comma 4. This is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Line joining P and Q. Here we'll consider a point of coordinates xy, which is the midpoint of line joining P and Q. We need to find the coordinates x and y of the midpoint. How to find? We have the midpoint formula, which is x is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Put the values. X is equal to, what is x1? Here x1 is equal to 4. 4 plus x2 is equal to minus 2. 4 plus minus 2 divided by 2. That is equal to 4 plus minus 2. 4 minus 2, 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 1. Next, the y coordinate. Y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Here y1 is equal to minus 6. Minus 6 plus y2 is equal to 4. 4 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2 divided by 2 equal to minus 1. Then the coordinates xy of the midpoint are 1 minus 1. Okay, got it? So this point of coordinates 1 minus 1 divides the line joining point P and Q of coordinates 4 minus 6 and minus 2, 4. Just in the midpoint formula, we need to put the values of x1, y1 and x2, y2. Clear? Second example, points A 7 minus 4, B minus 5, 5 and C minus 3, 8 are vertices of triangle ABC. Find the length of its median through vertex A. Here we have triangle ABC of coordinates 7 minus 4, minus 5, 5 and minus 3, 8. This point M is the midpoint of line joining B and C. Now what is the median? From the vertex A, a line which is drawn to the midpoint of the opposite side. Here the opposite side is BC and midpoint is M. This line AM is the median. We need to find the length of this line AM, the median. How to find? You can use the distance formula to find the length of the median. To use the distance formula, first we need to find the coordinates of M. We don't know what the coordinates of M are. How to determine the coordinates of M? Here we know M is the midpoint of BC. We know coordinates of B and coordinates of C. Using the midpoint formula, we can find the coordinates of M. Now let us take the coordinates of M as xy. Okay, what is midpoint formula? X will be equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Here, point B is the first point. The coordinates are x1, y1 and C coordinates are taken as x2, y2. Now put the values. X coordinate will be equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. Here x1 is minus 5 and x2 is minus 3. Minus 5 minus 3 divided by 2. And the y coordinate will be equal to y1 is 5 and y2 is equal to 8. 5 plus 8 divided by 2. That is equal to minus 5 minus 3 is minus 8. Minus 8 by 2. Minus 4. 5 plus 8 is 13. 13 by 2. Y coordinate equal to 13 by 2. And x coordinate equal to minus 4. Therefore, our point M is minus 4, 13 by 2. X coordinate is minus 4 and the y coordinate is 13 by 2. Now we know the coordinates of A and the coordinates of M. You remember the distance formula? What is distance formula when the coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2 are given. This is the first point and this is the second point. Then you will be using the formula root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. The same we are applying here. Here the first point is 7 minus 4 and the second point is minus 4, 13 by 2. Therefore, the length of the median AM is equal to root of x2 minus x1. Here we will be taking this as x1 y1 and this as x2 y2. Okay. x2, here we have minus 4. x1 is 7. Minus 7, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This not this y1 and this y2. We are taking here this coordinates as x1 y1 for just for reference and this as x2 y2. Y coordinates here 13 by 2 minus. Here the y coordinate is minus 4. Minus of minus 4 plus 4 whole square. That is equal to root of minus 4 minus 7 is minus 11. Minus 11 square 121 plus. We have a fraction 13 by 2 plus 4. We'll solve this. Taking LCM, denominator we get to 13 plus, which is equal to minus 4 minus 7 is minus 11, root of minus 11 whole square plus 13 by 2 plus 4, taking LCM, denominator we get to 13 plus 4 into 2, 8 whole square. Equal to root of minus 11 square is 121 plus 13 plus 8 is 21. 21 by 2 whole square, which is equal to root of 121 plus 21 square is 441 divided by 2 square 4. That is equal to root of, taking LCM again, denominator we get 4. 4 into 121 is 484 plus 441. That is equal to root of denominator 4, numerator 4 plus 1, 5, 8 plus 4, 12, 4 plus 4, 8, 9. Equal to root of 925 divided by 4. When you do this, you will get the final answer. This is equal to 5 by 2 root 37. 5 by 2 root 37 is the length of the median. Okay. Here we don't know what the unit is. Therefore, you can just give AM is equal to 5 by 2 root 37 units. Clear? 5 by 2 root 37 units. Next topic is centroid of a triangle. Consider this triangle. We'll take the vertices of triangle A, B and C. Let the coordinates of A be x1, y1. That of B is x2, y2 and C is x3, y3. Now, from this vertex A, I am drawing a straight line to the midpoint of the side BC. Let it be D. Okay. This line is called the median. A line drawn from one vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side is the median. Here AD is the median. Similarly, from this vertex B, I am drawing a straight line to the midpoint of AC. Let it be E. And from C, I am drawing a straight line to the midpoint of AB, opposite side AB. This is F. Now, we have taken three medians. AD is the first median, BE is the second median and CF is the third median. They meet at a point, you can see this, all these three medians meet at a point. I am marking this point as some G. This point is called centroid of triangle ABC. Therefore, centroid is the intersection point of the medians of the triangle ABC. We can define the centroid as the centroid of a triangle is the point of intersection of its medians and it divides each median in the ratio 2:1. Here, this ratio, that is G, the point G divides the median AD in the ratio 2:1. Similarly, it divides the median BE in the ratio 2:1. And CF is also divided in the ratio 2:1. Okay. Now, how can you find the coordinates of G? Coordinates of the centroid of triangle ABC. Here we have ABC with coordinates A x1 y1, B x2 y2 and C x3 y3. G, centroid G of coordinates xy. X will be equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. And the y coordinate will be equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Using these formulas, you can find the coordinates of centroid. Here, the centroid is point G of coordinates xy. X is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3 and the y coordinate is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Very simple, right? Now, when you solve problems, you will understand this more. Let us take an example related to centroid. Find the coordinates of the point of intersection of the medians of triangle ABC given. A is equal to -2, 3, B is equal to 6, 7 and C is equal to 4, 1. We are considering a triangle ABC. Coordinates of A are -2, 3. Coordinates of B are 6, 7 and coordinates of C are 4, 1. Now from this vertex A, this is a median to the midpoint of BC. From B to AC we get a midpoint, this is a median, and from C to AB. So this is our centroid. We are going to find the coordinates of this centroid. How to find the coordinates of centroid? We have x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Here, we'll take the coordinates of A as x1, y1, coordinates of B as x2, y2 and coordinate of C as x3, y3. Just put the values here. X will be equal to, x1 is equal to -2, x2 is equal to 6 plus 6 and x3 is equal to 4 plus 4 divided by 3. That is equal to -2 plus 6 is 4, 4 plus 4, 8. 8 by 3. Now y coordinate, y is equal to, here y1 is 3, y2 is 7 plus 7 and y3 is 1 plus 1 divided by 3. Y is equal to 3 plus 7, 10, 10 plus 1, 11, 11 by 3. Therefore, the coordinates of the centroid is equal to 8 by 3, 11 by 3. X is equal to 8 by 3 and y is equal to 11 by 3. Very easy question, right? Just we need to put the values of x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3 to find x and y. In this formula, x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Okay? Understood this? Now we understood the concepts of midpoint formula, what midpoint formula is and the centroid of a triangle. Now we will solve more questions from exercise 13b. Here we have the first question, problem 1. Find the midpoint of the line segment joining the points. First, -6, 7 and 3, 5. Second, 5, -3 and -1, 7. What is midpoint formula? From the midpoint formula, we have the x coordinate. X is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. And y coordinate, y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. In the first question, we will be taking first point A and the second point B. Coordinates of first point are -6, 7. Coordinates of second point are 3, 5. This is a line joining A and B. Now we have a point P of coordinates x, y, which is the midpoint of line joining A and B. We are going to find the coordinate x and y of this midpoint P. What is x? X will be equal to, here x1 is -6 and x2 is 3. -6 plus 3 divided by 2. That is equal to, -6 plus 3 is -3 divided by 2. X is equal to -3 by 2. Now to get the y coordinate, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Here y1 is equal to 7 and y2 is equal to 5. 7 plus 5 divided by 2. Y is equal to 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 divided by 2, or y is equal to 6. Therefore, the point P, which is the midpoint of line joining A and B of coordinate x, y, is equal to P -3 by 2, 6. Clear? The first part is clear. Now, the second question. Here we have point A. Take point A as the first point of coordinate 5, -3 and the second point of coordinate B, -1, 7. Line joining A and B. This is the line. We consider a point P, which is the midpoint of AB of coordinate x, y. Now, x will be equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Here x1 is equal to 5 and x2 equal to -1. That is 5 minus 1 divided by 2 equal to 5 minus 1, 4. 4 by 2 equal to 2. Therefore, x coordinate equal to 2. What about y coordinate? Y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Here y1 is -3 and y2 is 7. -3 plus 7 divided by 2 equal to -3 plus 7 is 4 by 2, which is equal to 2. Then the coordinates of point P, x, y is equal to 2, 2. X coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is also 2. Understood this problem? Yes? Let's move on to the second problem. Problem number 2, question 3 of exercise 13b. A 5, 3, B -1, 1 and C 7, -3 are the vertices of triangle ABC. If L is the midpoint of AB and M is the midpoint of AC, show that LM is equal to half BC. Let us take the triangle ABC. Coordinates of A are 5, 3. Coordinates of B -1, 1 and coordinates of C 7, -3. Also given that L is the midpoint of AB. This is line AB. Here comes L. We don't know the coordinates of L. And M is the midpoint of AC. This is AC and this is the point M. M is the midpoint of AC. We need to show that LM, what is LM? This length, LM is equal to half BC. This is BC. So, this LM should be equal to half BC. This is what we are going to prove now. First, to find the length LM and the length BC, we need to find the coordinates of L and M. What is L? L is the midpoint of AB. Then we can easily use the midpoint formula and find the coordinates of L. What are the coordinates of L? Let us take L, X, comma, Y is equal to coordinates of L. X1 plus X2 divided by 2. X coordinate will be X1 plus X2 divided by 2. Here what are X1 and X2? The coordinates of A are taken as X1, Y1 and coordinates of B are taken as X2, Y2. X1 plus X2, 5 plus minus 1. 5 minus 1 divided by 2. And the coordinates, Y coordinates, here we have 3. Y1 3 and Y2 1. 3 plus 1 divided by 2. Therefore, the coordinates of L are 5 minus 1 4 by 2 2. 3 plus 1 4 divided by 2 2. We got the coordinates of L 2 2. Now we need to find the coordinates of M. Similarly, we can find M. M is equal to, here we'll take 5 3 as X1 Y1 and 7 minus 3 as X2 Y2. X1 plus X2, 5 plus 7 divided by 2. 5 plus 7 divided by 2. Y1 plus Y2, 3 minus 3 divided by 2. 3 plus minus 3, 3 minus 3 divided by 2. That is equal to 5 plus 7, we get 12. 12 by 2, 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 by 2. Then what are the coordinates of M? M is equal to 12 by 2 is 6. 0 by 2 is 0. We got the coordinates of M 6, 0. Now we know the coordinates of L and find the coordinates of M. We can easily find the length LM. LM is equal to root of second point x coordinate minus first point's x coordinate. Here we have 6 and here we have 2. 6 minus 2 whole square plus y coordinates. Here we have 0 and here we have 2. 0 minus 2 whole square. That is equal to root of 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 square plus 0 minus 2 is minus 2. Minus 2 square is equal to plus 4. Now we get root of 4 square is 16 plus minus 2 square is 4. 16 plus 4, that is root of 20. Root 20 can be written as 4 into 5. Root of 4 into 5. Here 4 is a perfect square number, which is the root of 4 is 2. We can take 2 outside, then we get 2 root 5. Therefore, the length LM is equal to 2 root 5. Now we need to find the length BC. BC is again equal to root of second point x coordinate, first point's x coordinate, 7 and minus 1. 7 minus 1 whole square plus y coordinates. Here we have minus 3 and this is 1. Minus 3 minus 1 whole square. That is equal to root of 7 minus 1, 7 plus 1, 8 square plus minus 3 minus 1, minus 4 whole square. That is equal to root of 8 square is 64 plus minus 4 square is plus 16. That is equal to root of 64 plus 16 is 80. Root 80. Root 80 can be written as root of 16 into 5. 16 into 5 is 80. Here 16 is a perfect square number. 4 square is 16. That is, taking 4 outside, we get 4 root 5. Therefore, BC is equal to 4 root 5 and LM is equal to 2 root 5. We need to show LM is equal to half BC. LM by BC is equal to 2 root 5 divided by 4 root 5. Root 5 cancels. 2 and 4 can be cancelled. We get 2. which means LM is equal to, taking BC to the opposite side, denominator we have 2, BC divided by 2. Hence, this is the proof. We are finding the length LM and the length BC. Taking the ratio LM by BC, we get LM is equal to BC by 2. Initially, we need to find the coordinates of the midpoints L and midpoint M. Okay, is this clear? Third problem, question 5 of exercise 13b. P minus 3, 2 is the midpoint of the line segment AB as shown in the given figure. Find the coordinates of point A and B. Usually, A and B will be given and we find the point P. Yes, midpoint P is what we find. Here, P is already given, but we don't know what A and B are. Now, when you consider this figure, this point A lies on the y-axis. A point that lies on the y-axis will have x coordinate equal to 0. So, we'll take this point as 0 and some y. Similarly, when you take this point B lies on x-axis, which means the y coordinate will be equal to 0. X will have some value and the y coordinate is 0. Therefore, here we take A as x1, y1. x1, y1 is equal to 0, y. And x2, y2 equal to x0. We have points, coordinates of point P, x, y, minus 3, 2. According to midpoint formula, we have x is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Yes, here what is x? X is the coordinate of midpoint P, that is minus 3 equal to x1. x1 is the x coordinate of point A, that is 0 plus x2. x2 is the x coordinate of point B, which is x divided by 2. Now the y coordinates. Here y is equal to 2. Y coordinate of the midpoint P. 2 is equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. Here y1 is y. That is the y coordinate of point A. Y plus y2 is 0. 0 divided by 2. That is 2 is equal to y by 2 and minus 3 is equal to x by 2. We can easily find what x and y are. Cross multiplying, we get x is equal to minus 3 into 2, which is minus 6. And y is equal to, on cross multiplying, taking this 2 to the opposite side, 2 into 2, y is equal to 4. We got the values of x and y. Then, what is point A? Coordinates of point A, 0 and the y coordinate, y value is 4. 0, 4. What about B? B, y coordinate is 0 and the x value we have determined, which is minus 6. Coordinates of point B are minus 6, 0. Okay, we got the x coordinate and the y coordinates for points B and A. In case of A, we determine the y coordinate. In case of B, we determine the x coordinate. Since the point A lies on the y-axis, the x coordinate is 0 and point B lies on the x-axis, the y coordinate was equal to 0. Okay. If you remember this point, you can easily solve this question. Clear? Let's move on to the next problem. Problem 4, question 7 of exercise 13b. Minus 5, 2, 3, minus 6 and 7, 4 are the vertices of a triangle. Find the length of its median through the vertex 3, minus 6. We consider a triangle ABC. This is vertex A, vertex B and C. Coordinates of A, minus 5, 2, of B, 3, minus 6 and third, 7, 4. Now, we need to find the length of the median through the vertex 3, minus 6. This is 3, minus 6. Now, this is the median, right? From B to the midpoint of AC. Here, we'll take this point as some M. We don't know the coordinates, therefore put x, y. To find the length of median, we have done a similar example. To find the length of this median, first we need to find the coordinates x and y. Yes, using midpoint formula, we can find x will be equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y will be equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. Now this is the midpoint. M is the midpoint, which means we have to take the line AC. A and C are the required points. Coordinates of A can be taken as x1, y1 and coordinates of C can be taken as x2, y2. Here, what is x1 then? x1 is minus 5 and x2 is 7. Minus 5 plus 7 divided by 2. That is equal to minus 7. That is equal to minus 5 plus 7 is 2. 2 divided by 2, 1. X is equal to 1. Now y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. y1 is 2 and y2 is 4. 2 plus 4 divided by 2. Y is equal to 2 plus 4, 6. 6 by 2 or y is equal to 3. 6 by 2 is 3. Therefore, x, y coordinates x, y of the midpoint M is equal to 1, 3. This point has coordinates 1, 3. Now, we know the coordinates of M and the coordinates of B. We can find the length of median MB. Okay. Therefore, MB is equal to root of distance formula. Second point's coordinates x coordinate minus first point x coordinate. Here we have 1 and here we have 3. 1 minus 3 whole square plus y coordinate. Second point's y coordinate is 3 and first point's y coordinate is minus 6. 3 minus of minus 6 whole square. That is equal to root of 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Minus 2 square plus 3 minus of minus 6. 3 plus 6 which is 9. 9 square equal to root of minus 2 square is 4 plus 9 square is 81. That is root of 85. Okay. Therefore, the median MB is equal to root 85 units. Root 85 units. Clear? This is okay? Next, problem 5, question 13 of exercise 13B. The points 2, minus 1, minus 1, 4 and minus 2, 2 are the midpoints of sides of a triangle. Find its vertices. In this question, we need to find the vertices. In the previous questions, we used to be given the vertices and find the midpoints. But here, we need to find the vertices. Let us consider a triangle ABC. We don't know the coordinates of A, B and C. We just know the midpoints. Here, we take 3 midpoints D, E and F. Coordinates of D, 2, minus 1, of E, minus 1, 4 and F, minus 2, 2. Now, how do we find A, B and C? We have the midpoint formula which is x is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Let us take the coordinates as x1, y1 for point A, x2, y2 for point B and x3, y3 for point C. When you consider this line AB joining points A and B, D is the midpoint and the coordinate of D is 2. Therefore, x coordinate 2 will be equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Yes, 2 is x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Or we can write x1 plus x2 is equal to 2 into 2, 4. Take this as some equation 1. Now, what about the y coordinate? Here, the y coordinate is minus 1. y1 plus y2 divided by 2 will be equal to minus 1. y1 plus y2 divided by 2 is minus 1, or y1 plus y2 is equal to minus 2. This is taken as equation 2. By considering this line AB, we got two equations, one in terms of x and the other in terms of the y coordinates. Now, take the second line BC. When you take BC, what do we get? This point minus 1 is obtained by taking this x2 and x3. Yes, x2 plus x3 divided by 2 is equal to minus 1, or x2 plus x3 is equal to minus 1 into 2, minus 2. This is equation 3. Now, the y part. Here the y coordinate of the midpoint is 4. Therefore, y2 plus y3 divided by 2 will be equal to 4, or y2 plus y3 is equal to 4 into 2, which is 8. Take this as equation 4. Then, next, consider AC, line AC joining points A and C. The midpoint is F and the x coordinate here it is minus 2. How is minus 2 obtained? x1 plus x3 divided by 2 is minus 2. x1 plus x3 divided by 2 is equal to minus 2, or x1 plus x3 is equal to minus 2 into 2, minus 4. This is equation 5. Next, consider the y coordinates. y1 plus y3 divided by 2 will be equal to 2. y1 plus y3 divided by 2 is equal to 2, or y1 plus y3 is equal to 2 into 2, which is 4. This is taken as equation 6. Now we got 6 equation. This is our first equation. x1 plus x2 is equal to 4. Second, y1 plus y2 is equal to minus 2. Third, x2 plus x3 is equal to minus 2. Fourth, y2 plus y3 is equal to 8 is equation 4. Fifth, x1 plus x3 equal to minus 4. And the sixth one, y1 plus y3 is equal to 4. Using these equations, do you think we can find the values of all x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3? We know to solve linear equations in two variables, but here variables are different. Here we have x1, x2. Here it is x2, x3. So comparing these two, there is no use. When you take y, here we have y1, y2. Here it is y2, y3. Here we have y1, y3. Again, there is no use, right? Now, what I am going to do is, I am going to add first, third and the fifth equations. Left hand side, what do we get? Here we have x1, x2. Here it is x2, x3. And here it is x1, x3. When you add this, you get 2x1 plus 2x2 plus 2x3 is equal to. Right hand side, here we have 4. Here we have minus 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. That is minus 2. Now, taking common, 2 is common. x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to minus 2. Or we can write x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to minus 2 divided by 2, which is minus 1. Minus 1. Similarly, we can find y. y1 plus y2 plus y3. Adding the second equation, fourth equation and the sixth equation. What do we get? 2y1 plus 2y2 plus 2y3. That is in the left hand side. Right hand side, what do we have? Here we have minus 2. Here we have 8. Minus 2 plus 8 is 6. 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 we get 10. Right hand side we have 10. That is 2 times y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to 10, or y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to 10 divided by 2, which is 5. I have written all the 6 equations on the right hand side. Now we have x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to minus 1. x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to minus 1. Here, what is x2 plus x3? x2 plus x3 is equal to minus 2. Here we can put minus 2. Therefore, x1 plus minus 2 is equal to minus 1. Or x1 is equal to minus 1, taking this to the opposite side, plus 2, that is 1. Minus 1 plus 2 is 1. We got the value of x1. Now substitute the value of x1 in the first equation. x1 plus x2 is equal to 4 implies, what is x1? 1. 1 plus x2 is equal to 4, or x2 is equal to 4 minus 1 equal to 3. We got the value of x2. Now substitute the value of x2 in the third equation. That is x2 plus x3 is equal to minus 2, which implies x2, value of x2 is 3. 3 plus x3 is equal to minus 2, or x3 is equal to minus 2, taking this 3 to the opposite side, minus 3, which is minus 5. We got the values of x1, x2 and x3. x1 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 3 and x3 is equal to minus 5. Similarly, we can find the y values. We have y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to 5. Here, we can substitute y2 plus y3. What is y2 plus y3? y2 plus y3 is 8. y1 plus 8 is equal to 5, or y1 is equal to 5 minus 8. 5 minus 8 is minus 3. We got the value of y1. Now put the value of y1 in the second equation. y1 plus y2 is equal to minus 2. Putting the value of y1 equal to minus 3 here. Minus 3 plus y2 is equal to minus 2, which implies y2 is equal to minus 2. Taking this minus 3 to the opposite side becomes plus 3. Minus 2 plus 3 is 1. Now we got y2. Substitute this y2 in the fourth equation. We get the value of y3. That is, y2 is equal to 1. 1 plus y3 is equal to 8, which implies y3 is equal to 8 minus 1, that is 7. Therefore, the y values are y1 is equal to minus 3, y2 is equal to 1 and y3 is equal to 7. We got the y1, y2, y3 values and the x1, x2, x3 values. Then we can write the coordinates. A coordinate. Here we have x1, y1. x1 is 1 and y1 is equal to minus 3. B, coordinates of point B. Here B, x2. x2 value is 3. y2 value is 1. And C, x3, y3. x3 we have minus 5 and y3 we have 7. Minus 5, 7. Clear? These are the coordinates of triangle ABC whose midpoints are given in the question. Let us now solve problems from exercise 13C. Problem 6, question 9 of exercise 13C. Find the coordinates of the centroid of a triangle ABC whose vertices are A minus 1, 3, B 1 minus 1 and C 5, 1. We consider a triangle ABC of coordinates A minus 1, 3, B 1 minus 1 and C 5 1. We need to find the coordinates of centroid. How do we get centroid? From vertex A, we'll draw a line to the midpoint of BC, from B to the midpoint of AC, and from C to the midpoint of AB. This point is the centroid. We are going to find the coordinates x, y of this centroid. How do we find? We have a formula for that. X is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. X is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. And y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Therefore, for the point P, the coordinates are x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. We are taking this P as the centroid. And y coordinate y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Put the values here. Point A has coordinates x1, y1. Point B has coordinates x2, y2. And C has coordinates x3, y3. When you put the values, what is x1? Minus 1. Minus 1. X2 is 1. Plus 1. And x3 is 5. Plus 5 divided by 3. Comma. y1 is 3. y2 is minus 1. Minus 1. Plus y3 is 1. Divided by 3. Point P. Coordinates. Minus 1 plus 1, 0. Plus 5, 5. 5 divided by 3. 3 minus 1 plus 1. Minus plus 1 is 0. 3 by 3, that is 1. Therefore, the coordinates of the centroid. Coordinates of centroid is equal to xy 5 by 3, 1. Simple question, right? If you know x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3, we can find using the formula x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3, the centroid of the triangle. Clear? Next, problem 7, question 12 of exercise 13C. Write down the coordinates of the point P that divides the line joining A minus 4, 1 and B 17, 10 in the ratio 1 is to 2. Here we have to use the section formula. We have a point A and a point B. Coordinates of A are minus 4, 1 and that of B are 17, 10. There is a point P of coordinates x, y which divides the line joining AB in the ratio 1 is to 2. Okay. Now, let us find the coordinates of point P, x, y. How do we find? Section formula. X is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. And y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Now, here we have x1, y1. This is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. m1 is to m2 is equal to 1 is to 2. Put the values. X is equal to m1, x2. m1 is equal to 1 into x2 is equal to 17. 17 plus m2 x1. m2 is 2 and x1 is equal to minus 4. 2 into minus 4 divided by m1 plus m2, that is 1 plus 2. And y is equal to m1 y2. m1 is 1 and y2 is 10. 1 into 10 plus m2 y1, 2 into 1. 2 into 1 divided by m1 plus m2 again 1 plus 2. Therefore, x is equal to 17 plus 2 into minus 4, which is minus 8. 17 minus 8 divided by 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. And y is equal to 1 into 10, 10 plus 2 into 1, 2 divided by 3. 17 minus 8 is 9. X is equal to 9 by 3, that is 3. And y is equal to 10 plus 2, 12 divided by 3. 12 by 3, which is equal to 4. Okay, we got x and y. Therefore, the coordinates of point P are 3, 4. This point P of coordinates 3, 4 divides the line joining A and B in the ratio 1:2. Clear? From the first part, we got point P. Coordinates of P are 3, 4. Now, the second question is to calculate the distance OP, where O is the origin. What are the coordinates of O? 0, 0. For the origin, we have abscissa and ordinate equal to 0. Now, we have point P, which is 3, 4. How to calculate the distance? Root of x2 minus x1. Second point, x coordinate minus first point's x coordinate. 3 minus 0. 3 minus 0 whole square plus y coordinates. Second point's y coordinate is 4 and the first point's y coordinate is 0. 4 minus 0. 4 minus 0 whole square. That is equal to root of 3 minus 0 whole square. 3 square, that is 9. 4 minus 0, 4. 4 square is 16. Which is equal to root of 9 plus 16 is 25, equal to 5 units. We calculated the distance OP, where O is the origin. OP is equal to 5 units. Now the third part. In what ratio does the y-axis divide the line AB? This is line AB and the y-axis pass through this. In what ratio does y-axis divide AB? For y-axis, we have x coordinate will be equal to 0 and there will be y. 0y is the coordinate of a point that passes through AB along the y-axis. Now, let us take the ratio in which AB is divided by the y-axis as k is to 1. Okay, k is to 1 is the ratio in which the line AB is divided by y-axis. Using the section formula, the point is 0y. 0y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Here, m1 and m2 will be equal to k and 1. m1 is k and m2 is 1. x1, x2 values we know. y1, y2 values also we know. Putting values, we get 0, y is equal to m1, that is k, into x2, coordinates of b, 17, into 17 plus m2 x1. m2 is 1 into, what is x1? Minus 4. Minus 4 divided by m1 plus m2 is k plus 1, comma, y part m1 is equal to k and y2 is 10. K into 10 plus m2 y1. m2 is 1 and y1 is equal to 1. 1 into 1 divided by m1 plus m2 is k plus 1. Here we need to find the ratio. We need to find the ratio, which means we know k is to 1 is the ratio. We need the value of k. To find k, this 0 is going to help us. We don't know the value of y. So, 0 is equal to this part will help us to find the value of k. 0 is equal to 17k minus 4. 1 into minus 4 is minus 4 divided by k plus 1. Taking k plus 1 to the opposite side, 0 into k plus 1 is 0. Then we have 17k minus 4 is equal to 0, which implies 17k is equal to 4 and k is equal to 4 divided by 17. The value of k is 4 divided by 17, which means the required ratio is 4:17. 4:17 is the required ratio. K by 1 will be equal to 4 by 17. M1 by M2 is equal to K, which means M1 by M2 is equal to 4:17. Understood this? Here we have the last question for today. Problem 8, question 21 of exercise 13C. A minus 4, 2, B 0, 2 and C minus 2, minus 4 are the vertices of a triangle ABC. P, Q and R are the midpoints of sides BC, CA and AB respectively. Show that the centroid of triangle PQR is the same as the centroid of triangle ABC. Consider a triangle ABC. Coordinates of A are minus 4, 2, of B 0, 2 and C minus 2, minus 4. Now, PQR are the midpoints of BC. Midpoint of BC is P. Midpoint of CA. CA is Q. And that of AB is R. These are the midpoints. We have to show that the centroid of triangle PQR. This is triangle PQR. Centroid of triangle PQR is the same as the centroid of the bigger triangle ABC. First, we can find the centroid of triangle ABC. For triangle ABC, we have x1, y1, minus 4, 2, x2, y2, 0, 2 and x3, y3, minus 2, minus 4. How to find centroid? X coordinate of the centroid will be equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. Here what is x1, x2 and x3? x1 is minus 4 plus x2 is 0 and x3 is minus 2. Minus 2 divided by 3. Minus 4 plus 0 minus 4. Minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 6 by 3 minus 2. The x coordinate is equal to minus 2. Now y coordinate. Y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Put the values of y1, y2 and y3. y1 is equal to 2 plus y2 is equal to 2 and y3 is minus 4. Minus 4 divided by 3. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 minus 4, 0. 0 by 3 is 0. Therefore, y is equal to 0. So, the centroid of triangle ABC is equal to x coordinate is minus 2 and y coordinate is 0. Minus 2, 0. Now we need to find the centroid of PQR and we should get the centroid of PQR equal to minus 2, 0. Yes, but we don't know what the coordinates of P, Q and R are. How to find? If we know the coordinates of A, B, C, we can easily find PQR, coordinates of PQR, because PQR are the midpoints of sides BC, AC and AB. First, let us find the coordinates of P is equal to x coordinate. To get x coordinate, we have to take B and C. Here, x1 and y1 is 0, 2. x2, y2 is minus 2, minus 4. Then what do we get? x1 plus x2 divided by 2. 0 plus minus 2 0 minus 2 divided by 2. y1 plus y2 by 2. 2 minus 4 divided by 2. That is, coordinates of P is equal to 0 minus 2 is minus 2. Minus 2 by 2, minus 1. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Minus 2 by 2, minus 1. Coordinates of P are minus 1, minus 1. Now we'll find the coordinates of Q is equal to, Q is the midpoint of A and C. So the first point is A and the second point is C. Here x1, y1 will be minus 4, 2. x2, y2 will be minus 2, minus 4. Then what do we get? x1 plus x2 by 2, minus 4, minus 2 divided by 2. y1 plus y2 by 2, 2 minus 4 divided by 2, which is equal to, minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 6 divided by 2, minus 3. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Minus 2 by 2, minus 1. We got the coordinates of Q, minus 3, minus 1. Now what about R? R is the midpoint of AB. R, coordinates of R is equal to, here A is taken as x1, y1 and the coordinate of B is x2, y2. Minus 4 plus 0 divided by 2. Minus 4 plus 0 by 2. Y coordinates 2 plus 2 divided by 2. That is equal to, minus 4 plus 0 is minus 4. Minus 4 by 2 is minus 2. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 by 2 is 2. Coordinates of R, minus 2, 2. Now we can easily find the centroid. Centroid of triangle PQR. X coordinate, x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. Here the coordinates of P we can take as x1, y1, of Q, x2, y2 and R, x3, y3. What is x1? Minus 1, x2 is minus 3 and x3 is minus 2. Minus 1, minus 3, minus 2 divided by 3, which is equal to, minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. Minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 6 by 3, minus 2. Therefore, x coordinate is equal to minus 2. Now the y coordinate, y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3, which is equal to, here y1 is minus 1, y2 is minus 1 and y3 is 2. Minus 1 plus 2 divided by 3, that is equal to, minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2, 0. 0 divided by 3 is 0. Y coordinate is 0. Therefore, the centroid of triangle PQR. Centroid of triangle PQR is equal to minus 2, 0. We already have the centroid of triangle ABC is minus 2, 0, which means the centroid of triangle ABC is equal to centroid of triangle PQR. Clear? We got the centroid of triangle ABC and centroid of triangle PQR equal, which is equal to minus 2, 0. That's all for today. Today we have discussed midpoint formula and centroid of a triangle. We have solved many examples and questions from exercise 13B and 13C. Hope you all enjoyed the session. I'll be back in the next session with a new chapter. Until then, stay tuned to LearnoHub. LearnoHub free hai par best hai. Thank you.